Ice Cube and Kimberly Woodruff are the kind of couple that quietly breaks the internet without even trying, because in a culture obsessed with messy breakups and public betrayals, their 30-plus year marriage feels like a plot twist nobody saw coming. People are saying their relationship is proof that longevity still exists in hip-hop, and fans believe this is one of the rare love stories that never needed scandal to stay relevant. The internet is spiraling over an appreciation post reminding everyone that these two have been married since 1992, share 4 children, and still look solid decades later, which hits different when you think about how many celebrity couples don't make it past 5 years. But what fans noticed next is where things really get interesting, because their story didn't start with fireworks. They first met in 1989, and reportedly Kimberly wasn't even interested in Ice Cube at first. No starstruck moment, no instant fairy tale, just a regular interaction that didn't click right away. Then 6 months later, they reconnected, and that's when the relationship actually began. That slow burn beginning is already a red flag for the industry machinery that loves fast love and fast headlines. Their connection didn't come from hype, it came from timing, and that's rare in celebrity culture. People are saying the real secret to their marriage is that Kimberly stayed low profile even as Ice Cube's fame exploded. She didn't chase the spotlight. She didn't turn their relationship into content. She stayed out of the industry noise while Cube was building his empire in music and film. That choice alone separates them from a lot of modern celebrity couples who live off public validation. Gatekeeping their private life became their power move. The mystery around Kimberly is part of why fans respect her so much. She was never trying to be famous, she was trying to be solid. And then you look at their family, 4 children, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Daryl, Karima, and Sharif. Each one grew up with a father who was famous, but also present enough to build a stable home. That's not the narrative people expect from a rapper who came up in the hardcore era of hip-hop. Cube's image was tough, political, and confrontational, but his real life was rooted in marriage and parenting. That contrast is why fans find this story so powerful. It breaks stereotypes about what long-term love looks like in the rap world. But the best moment doesn't end there, because Ice Cube himself once said he still gets butterflies when he sees Kimberly. That line alone turned into a viral quote because it sounds unreal coming from someone known for his hard persona. Butterflies after 30 years is not no light work. It suggests their bond didn't just survive, it evolved. Friendship, respect, and communication are the 3 things he credits for their lasting marriage. And people are saying that sounds simple but is actually revolutionary in a culture addicted to drama. What's wild is how their relationship feels like a quiet rebellion against the industry machinery. No cheating scandals dominating headlines, no public breakups, no messy social media rants, just decades of consistency. Fans believe this is why their love story hits harder now than it would have in the 90s. Back then, chaos sold better than commitment. Now, stability feels like luxury, and Ice Cube and Kimberly are serving luxury without showing off. But what fans notice next is how their story keeps resurfacing whenever people talk about black love and long marriages. They get used as a reference point, almost like proof that it can be done. That's sending a message whether they intend it or not. Their marriage becomes cultural evidence in debates about loyalty, family, and partnership. And because Kimberly stayed mostly out of interviews and public platforms, the focus always lands back on the relationship itself, not the performance of it. There's also something symbolic about the fact that Kimberly wasn't interested at first. Fans love that detail because it humanizes the story. It wasn't about status, it wasn't about fame, it was about 2 people crossing paths twice and choosing each other the second time. That's a different kind of romance than the whirlwind celebrity relationships we see now. It suggests patience, it suggests discernment, and in a world that rushes everything, that feels almost radical. It really makes you wonder how much of their success comes from refusing to turn their marriage into content. While other couples monetize their love, Ice Cube and Kimberly protected it. They didn't let the internet narrate their story. They didn't invite strangers into their arguments. They kept their union off the timeline and in real life. That's gatekeeping in the healthiest way. And fans believe that's why their bond still looks strong after all these years. Another layer is how Ice Cube's career evolved alongside his marriage. From NWA to solo albums to movies and business ventures, his life changed drastically, but his partner stayed the same. That consistency creates a different kind of legacy. It's not just about records sold or films made, it's about a family built in the middle of chaos. And when he says he still gets butterflies, it sounds like he's proud of that part of his story more than anything else. But the rehook is this. In a celebrity culture addicted to scandal, why does this quiet love story matter so much right now? Because fans are tired. Tired of breakups, tired of cheating rumors, tired of relationships used as publicity stunts. Ice Cube and Kimberly feel like the opposite of all that. They feel like proof that love can exist without spectacle, and that makes them fascinating in a new way. People are saying their marriage is a blueprint. Friendship first, privacy always, respect as the foundation. It's not flashy, it's not trending every week, but it lasts. And in a world where attention is currency, choosing longevity over visibility is a powerful statement. That's why appreciation posts about them go viral. They're not just celebrating a couple, they're celebrating the idea that something can still work in an industry built to break things apart. And let's be real, this story also challenges how we talk about hip-hop relationships. It reminds everyone that behind the lyrics and personas, there are real families and real commitments. Ice Cube didn't just build a career, he built a home. Kimberly didn't just marry a rapper, she helped anchor a life. That partnership is the real flex. So now, decades later, their love story is being rediscovered by younger audiences who didn't grow up watching their journey. To them, it feels brand new. To older fans, it feels like a victory lap. Either way, it hits because it's rare. Not perfect, not dramatic, just real. What do you think makes Ice Cube and Kimberly Woodruff's marriage last this long in an industry known for breakups and scandals? And do you think more celebrity couples could survive if they moved the same way? If you enjoyed this story, like and subscribe for more deep dives into the love, power, and drama behind celebrity culture.